Good evening and welcome to Express News with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from different parts of the world in just 30 minutes. Let's quickly begin. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Mauritius Prime Minister Pravind Jugnauth jointly inaugurated the new airstrip and St. James Jetty at the Agaliga Island in Mauritius via video conferencing. Both the leaders also inaugurated 6 community development projects to enhance connectivity between mainland Mauritius and Agaliga Island. It will also strengthen maritime security and foster socio-economic development in the region. The event is also significant as it follows the recent launch of India's UPI and RuPay card services in Mauritius on the 12th of February this year. Highlighting India's long-standing support to the island nation, be it the COVID-19 pandemic or oil spill, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that India has always respected Mauritius's needs and acted as the first responder to it. Prime Minister also said that Mauritius has been a key partner of India's Neighbourhood First policy and a special partner under Vision Sagar. Lauding Prime Minister Jugnauth's decision to establish Jan Ayushadhi Kendras in Mauritius, the Prime Minister said that with this, Mauritius has become the first country to join India's Jan Aushadhi initiative that will benefit the people of Mauritius by providing better quality made-in-India generic medicines. Praising India as a global powerhouse, Mauritius's Prime Minister Pravind Jugnauth said that India's aspiring leadership radiates across the world. Mauritius's Prime Minister further said that the setting up of the airstrip is the fulfillment of another Mauritian dream. India's President Draupadi Murmu attended and addressed the inauguration of a national seminar on tribes of Keonjhar, people, culture and heritage in Odisha. On the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict, India's Ministry of External Affairs said that India desires that there should be discussion, diplomacy, and there should be constant engagement so that both the sides can come together and find a solution for peace. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is also set to pay bilateral visit to Republic of Korea and Japan on the 5th till the 8th of March. In South Korea, he will be attending the 10th Joint Commission meeting as well. Indian Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Bhupendra Yadav, released a report on the status of leopards in India on Thursday. The report highlighted that Madhya Pradesh has the largest population of leopards in the country, followed by Maharashtra, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The 5th cycle leopard population estimation was carried out with the motive of monitoring the habitat of leopards in India. The report also stated that India's leopard population is estimated at 13,874, representing a stable population as compared in 2018 with 12,852. Indian Cabinet approved 3 semiconductor plant proposals, 2 in Gujarat and 1 in Assam. The first commercial semiconductor fabrication plant will be set up by Tata and Powerchip Taiwan, whose plant will be in Dholera, Gujarat at a projected cost of 91,000 crore rupees. India's Union Cabinet approved the establishment of the International Big Cat Alliance with its headquarters in India. The Cabinet also approved a one-time budgetary support of 150 crore rupees for a period of 5 years till 2027-28. The Cabinet also approved PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana for installing rooftop solar in 1 crore households with a total outlay of 75,021 crore rupees. The scheme was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 13th of February this year. Microsoft co-founder and co-chairman of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Bill Gates, met with India's Health Minister, Dr. Mansukh Mandavia, in the national capital on Wednesday. They discussed a wide range of subjects related to healthcare, including the promotion of digital health, affordable diagnostics, and many more. In a tragic incident in India's central state of Madhya Pradesh, at least 14 persons died and 20 sustained injuries after a pickup vehicle overturned in Dindori district. President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief over the loss of lives. India's Trinamool Congress Party leader Sheikh Shah Jahan has been sent to 10-day police custody. The arrest came following mounting pressure on the West Bengal state administration amidst allegations of crime, atrocities and violence against women. India's Eastern Command conducted the annual field firing of its anti-tank guided missiles from 20th till the 28th of February. More than 1,500 personnel from various units of infantry and mechanized infantry battalions participated in the command-level training exercise. Indian Army conducts Talent Hunt Music Festival at Government Higher Senior Secondary School for Youth and Children of India's Jammu and Kashmir. The festival provided a platform to all the local youth, showcasing immaculate cultural diaspora. The Indian markets ended in green on Thursday. Sensex climbed 195.42 points to settle at 72,500.3. Nifty rose 31.65 points to 21,982.8. Indian rupee settles flat at 82.91 against the US dollar. Gold futures maturing on the 5th of April stood at 62,206 rupees per 10 grams on Multi-Commodity Exchange of India Limited. Silver futures maturing on the 5th of March stood at 69,025 rupees per kilogram on the MCX. The US dollar tracked towards monthly gains on Thursday ahead of highly anticipated inflation data that could ruffle the interest rate outlook. Soaring Bitcoin sets its biggest monthly jump since 2020 on Thursday. Bitcoin's monthly gain is more than 44%, the largest since December 2020. The prospect of the Federal Reserve delivering a series of rate cuts this year has attracted investors for higher yielding or more volatile assets. Congressional leaders reached a last-minute deal to avoid a disruptive U.S. government shutdown, setting up another clash with ultra-conservatives who swiftly blasted the agreement. The deal would provide 1 week of temporary funding to avert a 2nd of March partial shutdown and fund parts of the government through the 30th of September. The remainder of the U.S. government, including the Defense and Homeland Security departments, would still face a potential shutdown on the 23rd of March. According to the Indian Meteorological Department, fresh western disturbances is determined to impact western Himalayan region starting Thursday, hitting India's northmost states with heavy rain and snowfall. IMD has predicted intense snowfall and rainfall in India's Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Leh on the 29th of February and the 1st of March. Italian firefighters rescue numerous stranded residents in Montebello following heavy rains in the north, triggering flash floods. A Texas wildfire engulfed 5 lakh acres of land since Monday, wreaking havoc across the northeast of Amarillo. Over 13,000 homes and businesses in Texas remained without power as of Wednesday, with more than 4,000 affected in the Panhandle area alone. Brazil, Venezuela and Bolivia top carbon emissions for the February 2024 for the 21st consecutive month as per the Copernicus Atmosphere Monitoring Service. Drought conditions and heat waves exacerbated fires in these regions, contributing to elevated carbon emissions. Northern provinces of Thailand grapple with toxic smog, with Chiang Mai ranking among the world's top 10 most polluted cities. Thailand's Chiang Mai identified 13 polluted hotspots, with investigations underway to determine whether the source of high particulate matter 2.5 levels is from local sources or transboundary drift. The Philippines is experiencing heat waves and severe drought in several towns due to the El Nino weather pattern. India's Foreign Secretary Anupama Singh criticized Pakistan over terrorism during the 55th regular session of the UN Human Rights Council session in Geneva on Thursday. The Indian diplomat said that Pakistan has no right to comment on India as its own hands are soaked in the red of bloodshed from terrorism. India's secretary also rebuked Turkey for interfering in India's internal matters by making unsolicited comments. India strongly advocated for addressing developing countries' concerns at the 13th World Trade Organization's Ministerial Conference in Abu Dhabi. Indian Minister Piyush Goyal, who led the Indian delegation at the WTA conference, urged for prompt solutions to issues like public stock holding of food security. The U.S. Supreme Court on Wednesday agreed to consider Donald Trump's claim of immunity from prosecution for trying to overturn his 2020 election laws. Trump, in a post on his social media platform, hailed the Supreme Court's decision to hear his immunity claim. A Cook County judge in the U.S. ordered removal of Donald Trump from Illinois' primary ballot due to his role in the Capitol insurrection. U.S. President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump are both visiting the U.S.-Mexico border to address illegal immigration separately. U.S. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell, having led the party for nearly 70 years, announced that he will step down from his role in November this year. U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin is scheduled to testify to Congress about his undisclosed hospitalization on Thursday. Israeli Defense Forces eliminated terrorists and destroyed tunnel shafts, located weapons and 5 rocket launching pits in central Gaza on Wednesday. Israeli government spokesperson Tal Heinrich said that over 50 trucks carrying humanitarian aid were transferred to northern Gaza over the past few days. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant on Wednesday accused Hamas of diverting attention from Gaza by shifting security focus to Jerusalem and the West Bank. Israel said it may set limits to worship at Al-Aqsa Mosque during Ramadan as per the security need. Many Palestinians have rejected restrictions on their access to the site. As tensions escalated along the Israel-Lebanon border, the Israeli military on Wednesday released a video showing strikes on Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon. In his annual State of the Nation address on Thursday, Russian President Vladimir Putin updated the assembly on the war in Ukraine, nuclear capabilities, and said that he is ready for dialogue with the United States on strategic stability. Russia on Wednesday claimed control of a strategic village in Ukrainian Avdiivka direction. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky aimed to bolster Kyiv's support among southeastern European countries as he co-hosted a 2-day summit with the Albanian government. Zelensky proposed a Ukrainian Balkans Defense Forum to enhance arms cooperation, similar to what Kyiv conducted with United Kingdom and United States weapons companies last year. 5 suspects in the assassination of Ecuadorian presidential candidate Fernando are set to stand on a trial today. A World War II-era bomb found on an empty Belgium beach was successfully detonated by the bomb disposal unit on Wednesday. Thailand's health ministry announced a ban on recreational marijuana use by year-end. It will continue to allow its use for medical purposes. The United States has threatened to reimpose oil sanctions on Venezuela, raising fears among local business owners. South Korean doctors continue to protest against the government's handling of doctor shortages. They are protesting government's way of dealing with the shortage of doctors across the country. The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and South Korea's foreign minister discussed strong bilateral partnership in Washington on Wednesday. Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. affirmed Manila's commitment to defending sovereignty in the South China Sea. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk will meet protesting farmers' leaders on Thursday amid ongoing demonstrations. A helicopter on a search and rescue training mission crashed off the coast of Western Norway. All 6 passengers were rescued from the sea. British biotechnology company Oxitec plans to release genetically modified mosquitoes to reduce Brazil's dengue cases. Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani served traditional food to villagers on the outskirts of Jamnagar city of Gujarat on Wednesday, ahead of Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant's pre-wedding ceremonies. Children's story writing competition participants and guests on Wednesday were hosted by Britain's Queen Camilla at Buckingham Palace. Thousands of colorful orchids are blooming at the New York Botanical Garden for this year's annual orchid show called Florals in Fashion. An ongoing captive breeding program aimed at rebuilding the population of Arctic foxes in their natural habitat have helped scientists in Norway as they released 5 foxes this month. Norway's king on Thursday appeared to be feeling better after being treated for an infection at a Malaysian hospital. He was on a private trip to Malaysian island when he suddenly fell ill. A female panda named Yun Duo was seen climbing up to a high tree branch and then asleep with an amusing posture in China Conservation and Research Center. American former basketball player Tony Parker and French singer Aya Nakamura on Wednesday evening led the guests' arrival at the Balmain fashion show. Paris Fashion Week began on Monday. K-pop band IL Lit and rapper Johnny arrived for the Paris Fashion Week events on Wednesday as Acne Studios and Balmain kicks off their fall 2024 runway shows. A furry cat cafe in the city of Iraq allows customers to play and interact with cats while they enjoy a cup of coffee. Most of the cats are adopted by the owners. Iconic clothes worn by actors such as Colin Firth, Johnny Depp and Drew Barrymore on screen are among costumes heading for auction that will be held on the 5th of March. These costumes are part of a collection for Kerry Taylor's auction. The Masti film franchisee starring Indian actor Ritesh Deshmukh is all set to return with its 4th installment. The film is titled Masti 4 and will go on the floors this summer. The upcoming film Swatantra Veer Savarkar, which is a directorial debut of Indian actor Randeep Hooda, got its promotional video featured at the iconic Times Square in the New York City. Indian actress Sonakshi Sinha is all set to arise with a romantic thriller in collaboration with director Karan Raval and producer Vishan Rana. The actress took to Instagram to make this announcement. The teaser of the film titled Do Patti was unveiled at the Next on Netflix event in Mumbai, giving a glimpse into the characters portrayed by Indian actresses Kajol and Kriti Sanon. Indian actor Vijay Verma will be seen playing a lawyer who fights cases pro bono in his next film titled Murder Mubarak. The movie is set to release on the streaming platform on the 15th of March. The cast and crew of historical psychodrama called Marianne George on Wednesday hit the red carpet at the premiere. The series will air in the United Kingdom and streaming services on the 5th of March. 5 original songs that were released as a part of 2023 films are up for an Oscar on the 10th of March. They will all be performed live on stage at the Academy Awards. British singer Adele, citing her ill health and lack of full recovery from a previous sickness, on Wednesday announced postponement of 10 Las Vegas shows. Comedian Richard Lewis, who appeared alongside Larry David for more than 2 decades on the hit series called Curb Your Enthusiasm, passed away at the age of 76. Past Lives director Celine Song and actor Teo on Wednesday met fans in Seoul to promote their movie ahead of its official release in South Korean cinemas on the 6th of March. France and Juventus midfielder Paul Pogba has been banned for 4 years for a doping offence earlier this season. Liverpool beat Southampton by 3-0 to set up an FA Cup quarter-final tie with Manchester United on Wednesday. Conor Gallagher scored a last-minute winner as Chelsea snatched a dramatic victory over Leeds United to move into the FA Cup quarter-finals on Wednesday. Disciplinary and Ethics Committee of the Saudi Football Federation said on Wednesday suspended Cristiano Ronaldo for 1 match after he appeared to make an obscene gesture following Al-Shabaab's victory. British player Andy Murray on Thursday said he hopes to play for 3rd Olympic gold medal in Paris this year before his retirement. Indian batter KL Rahul has been ruled out of India's 5th Test match in Dharamshala starting the 7th of March. Meanwhile, Indian pacer Jasprit Bumrah, who missed the 4th Test, will be back with the team. Australia scored 279 for 9 after the end of day 1 in the first test against New Zealand in Wellington on Thursday. The 4th edition of Khelo India University Games concluded in northeastern city of Guwahati on Thursday. Chandigarh University topped the medal tally with 71 medals. World Athletics Council on Thursday confirmed that Beijing will be hosting the World Athletics Championship in 2027. And Red Bull's Formula One team boss Christian Horner has been cleared of alleged misconduct towards a female employee. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.